Hi everyone, and welcome back to another No game video. Today's video is dedicated to a Phoebe gear guide, so let's jump right into it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 5k subs on YouTube, we will be doing a giveaway. Alright, so this is the way my Phoebe is currently decked out. And I do not recommend this one, alright? So this is what I'm going to pull up right now, and this is going to be the gear sets that I am going to be recommending. Just note that light gear, or the gear sets built for, light units in particular, they're mostly defensive or HP based. So you can't go like full all out attack on, for example, Phoebe. She can't be like Miyuki where she can run like attack based gear. I even did like a breakdown on like the SR gear on this section if you want to look at like the way like some gear is oriented. But let's go on to Phoebe right now. So this is going to be her defense set, and I will say this is probably the best, or if not the most consistent set for Phoebe. So the way this works is I have Rosa, Key Protector, Knight's Dress, and Jeweled Crown. Note that Rosa, Knight's Dress Boots, and Jeweled Crown all provide block rate and HP and defense. So the way this works is pretty much if I block here and I block here and I block here, Jeweled Crown will give me the ability to restore HP every single time I block an attack or when I block something, right? So what happens here is I receive less damage and I can restore my own HP, making it so that Phoebe can last longer on the field. And then I have Key Protector right here that increases my defense, and recovery rate is pretty much the amount of HP restored, so that will actually boost the amount of HP that I restore on my crown. This makes it so that Phoebe can cast her unique more times. So if you haven't seen Phoebe's unique, if you go into her character menu and then you look at her unique, she essentially makes it so that she reduces the target's defense by 25% at base. I believe 4-star it goes to 50%. So what happens here is she can essentially keep reducing the target's defense for 10 seconds as long as she's on the field. I don't think her special does anything, nor does her normal, but pretty much that makes it so that she is super tanky and she can keep reducing defense. And she also has the ability to remain invincible depending on the team that you run. If you run more light units and stuff, you can grant 3 random ally units invincibility that lasts 20 seconds, which is absolutely amazing. As far as this defense set goes, I will say that it's probably the best one to run because it will be the most consistent and it will keep her on the field as long as possible, keeping her utility up as long as possible. This set could also probably be used on Vivian. Vivian would greatly benefit from this set if you're wondering, because Vivian is also a pretty tanky beast of herself. Let's go to this utility set, which is technically the more fun or RNG set. And it's funny because the SR gear right here, it's actually the best piece of gear. So let's break it down. So pretty much the way this works is Muse Wings. This is going to reduce the target's attack by 1% for 2 rounds. And of course, as you upgrade this, it will go even more. And then this one, Sandstorm Shirt, has a chance to stun a target if they are attacked. So whoever gets hit by Phoebe, they have a chance to be stunned 1%. Of course, it will go up as you upgrade it further and further. Maybe I think the way this gear works is, for example, let's take a look at Rosa, right? So the way Rosa looks is defense plus 5%, block rate plus 10%. So I'm guessing the defense is going to be, plus 5%. Well, it's based off of the amount of upgrades you've done. And then the block rate is double, the upgrades. So for example, let's go back into the sheets. You can see here that, there's 2 effects. So the decrease attack by 1% might be 10%, and the attack gain will probably be, maybe 10%. So this is the utility set that I was talking about, where it's more attack based and probably the one that you want to run if you want to make your, Phoebe a little bit more offensive And this Sandstorm, maybe this will be 10% chance every single time she gets hit, and 5% for defense. For Go Boots, maybe this will be 1%, or this is kind of weird because it restores HP after every action. I'm not sure if proccing these things were counts as an action. I'm pretty sure it's based off of an attack, but this is just to keep her on the field a little bit longer. Now, I don't think Divine Crystal is the one to use. This will give the leader some HP. This is full utility, so it makes Phoebe, as long as she's on the field, she's doing something. but I feel like Smart Hairband is, or Heart Hairband is a lot better because it increases the effect hit rate. These are pretty much two effects right here, the stun and the attack down. This will make it so that as long as Phoebe's on the field, she has a higher chance to lower defense, higher chance to lower attack, higher chance to stun someone. So this is probably the more RNG, more fun build that I highly recommend for folks if you have all the gear pieces, to do this. If not, probably running something like, this defense set is much easier because Rosa is a story weapon that you can get. The hardest thing to probably get is this jeweled crown, but we'll talk about a budget set later on. All right, and here is the attack set. This attack set is purely reflect based, right? So right here, Emerald Heart, HP plus 1% reflect rate. Gentleman's Poise, HP max, and then reflect rate. Night Stress Boots, HP max, block rate. This is just so that, Phoebe can last a little bit longer. You can use either Swaying Wineglass to increase her attack and do some lifesteal to, pretty much make her last longer, or you can just keep going at the block rate thing and go with Jeweled Crown. Every single time you block something, you get some HP back. Hopefully this goes to like around 10% if we're following along like the same rules as the previous gear, where pretty much the main, stat will be 1% based off of each leveled upgrade, and then the secondary stat will be 2% based off of each upgrade. But we'll see on that. So as far as this goes, this is more the attack oriented one because it is technically consistent to constantly reflect damage so long as Phoebe is there. Of course, you can like mix and match like the gear sets that I've provided here, and I have the links to pretty much like the different gears and all, like, hey, which one's going to be which. So you can feel free to mix and match and make your own Google Sheets as follows. Now this is going to be the budget set, and remember that I said earlier that essentially light units factor in more in a defensive play style or HP based play style. So the way I have it here for the budget set, it's all defense oriented. So Shield Oath is defense, Knight's Greave is defense, Sonata Helmet is defense, and then this Knight's Oath is damage resistance rate if hit and has a 50% chance of, increasing the damage resistance rate. The whole goal of this set is to keep Phoebe alive as long as possible, because the way Phoebe works is she is not going to be that board wipe like the way Yuffie or Miyuki can do it, because you can build Miyuki attack base and you can build Yuffie attack base as well. Instead, I have Phoebe running more a defensive style. That way, as long as she's on the field, she's constantly decreasing defense for all, opponent units. So that's why I ran these sets. Now you can, run something else based off of like the SR gear I provided here. I pretty much organized it so that's weapon, armor, boots, and accessories, so on and so forth. So feel free to like look on here. I didn't feel like, constantly looking through like the Radiant Summons and trying to navigate my way through it. I was trying to do the video like that and it was just like a mess. So feel free to look at this. I'll have like the links in the description. And if you want some recommendations on, what team to place Phoebe on, feel free to check out Nicoplaysnick's Phoebe's unit build guide. I'll have it in the description. But for the most part, she is more of a utility unit. Don't expect her to be that board wipe that, everyone wants her to be. When she dies, she pretty much has like her base stats intact. But I will say she is just here to pretty much just decrease defense, and she doesn't do much else. That's why Vivian might be the better light unit, but it's up to you. Phoebe's still great as well in the very beginning, but yeah, she falls off just a little bit in the late game, just a little bit, but not by too much. Wait, we forgot something. So make sure to check out the Discord event that's currently occurring in the Illusion Connect Discord, right? Right now they have an event where you can provide them dev feedback for the miracle and character progression. So these are the two opinions that you can provide. You can get rewarded up to 500 diamonds, 50 nightmare bottles, and 50k gold if your entry manages to win 10 lucky winners from each subject. All right, so 10 here, 10 here, so a grand total of 20 winners if I'm reading that properly. And here's a message from the devs. Hi everyone, it's my pleasure to hear that most of you guys have a great time here. After launching, we've been hearing a lot about your suggestions and turned some of them into real actions. Recently, we have noticed that you are really working hard on the new feature Miracle and character progression in general, and we want to know your ideas about it. Hope this event will lead us closer to your opinions. And as always, there's an event like currently occurring in Discord, so feel free to participate in it, drop some suggestions, get some rewards. And I really do hope that I want us to show that the devs really do care about this game, because I think some of y'all are like, man, I've been doing Illusion Connect and nothing's really changed the past couple of weeks. Nothing's really changed. Well, the thing is the devs are here. They're listening. They're on Discord. Feel free to provide that feedback. I know some of y'all feel a certain way about Miracle, so feel free to make suggestions and maybe they'll implement it. I'm not sure what I'll pretty much write for this Miracle and character progression because I haven't really put my thoughts into it. But anyways, that is it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. Who's this going to be? We'll see you in the next one.